You have one of the largest collection of trilobites that I've ever seen, John. We have a few here, including some of the ones that you excavated from Wales. What about trilobite size? What kind of different sort of variety of trilobites?
The biggest trilobite I've seen is on the bottom of one of the lakes in Canada, which would have been well over a meter in length. Now, the biggest trilobite I personally have is a bit over half a meter, and the smallest trilobites I have a whole sheet of baby trilobites, which would be no more than sort of a child's fingernail in size. And even the baby trilobites have been preserved because they've rolled up. It's an innate characteristic, and the one reason they've been preserved is they rolled up to cover themselves from, sadly, a terror that was coming, e.g. a bed of silt that preserved them, that was washed in before they could get away, because belonging to what you and I call roly-poly groups, they roll up to defend themselves, whether it be from attack or from sand or missiles or mud or burial, and as soon as they think they're safe, they unroll and crawl away. You find them rolled up like that, then you find them really, really in magnificent condition. And that's how we discovered their intestines, because you can cut them open and study inside. So even though they didn't know what they were when they started, now we can actually do magnificent excavation. You want to try one, Craig? I'll send you down a big one, and you can cut him in half and carefully excavate the intestinal stuff, because usually it's pretty well preserved. So that's the size situation. I don't know of any bigger than a meter and a bit one, but they do range in size. I will add one comment about the penguin size. Fossil penguins were up to twice the size of our big penguins today. You know, the emperor penguins, we have fossils found in New Zealand which sort of stand nearly up to my height. Big penguins, and like many creatures, they have diminished in size. And I think it's a good point to make. Diane and I will be talking about gum trees from other countries as well as in Australia. Correct, Diane?
Yes, yes, indeed. And going back to penguins, we have actually written about those giant penguin fossils. So if you go to our fact file and look up penguins or fossil penguins, you'll find something about, and quite a few questions about penguins as well. People like penguins, so we have written about them in both the fact file and on the Ask site.